Doc's here today to tell you how to take a radio out of old Mustang. I tell you what, I've taken quite a few radios out of old Mustangs in my day. When I was a teenager, the first thing I did was take that old AM radio out of there. I'd put an 8-track player in there, a cassette player in there, throw a few speakers in the back. I was having a good old time. But to take one out of these old 65, 66 cars, piece of cake. First thing you want to do, disconnect the battery. Whenever you're working on a car and you got to do electrical, disconnect the battery of the automobile. It's the safest way of going about it. Next, just take the radio knobs off. Take a look. You'll pull the center knobs out. You'll pull the outer knobs out. You'll get a 9/16 deep socket to take the nuts off that are behind those knobs. And then just take the 2 lock washers and set those to the side, because you might end up needing those for the other radio that you're going to put in there. Now get yourself behind the radio and get a 7/16 wrench on the nut that holds the bracket on the back of the radio. Remove the nut, and then over to the side of the radio you'll see a wire that's for your antenna. Just gently kind of pull on that, tug on that a little bit, and it'll come right out. And over on the other side of the radio what you'll have is 3 wires. One wire goes for your power for your ignition. The other wire goes to power for the light of the radio. And then the other 2 wires are for your speaker. Disconnect all those wires. Then come on back around front. And what you'll do is you'll hold the front of the radio, kind of push the radio to the back. And there'll be a few things behind here that you're going to have to avoid and get yourself out of the way. Just be careful what you're doing. But for the most part, it'll fall right out and come right out. Look at that. Nothing like an old radio, man. Look at this. This is a nice original car. Now that's the stud that was on the back of the radio where the 7/16 wrench nut was. And then these are the wires that you disconnected. So that's how easy it is to take the radio out of a 65, 66 Mustang. So keep an eye on the rest of my how-to videos and the rest of my show. And this doctor is going to find another operating room to go to from here.